International Overdose Awareness Day is coming up next week, which works to help raise awareness for a very important cause. And here now to tell us more about it is Peter Latondra, CEO of Clinical Services of Rhode Island. Good morning, Peter.
Hey, good morning, Ben.
Welcome back to the show. It's always nice to have you here because you are focusing with us on topics that are so very important. So many people out there struggling, so many things that we really need to be cognizant of. So let's talk a little bit about National Overdose Awareness Day, which is coming up, of course, next Thursday. Really, what's the idea behind this?
Well, really, we want to raise awareness of the overdose deaths. Rhode Island is not immune to this. There's been quite a bit in Rhode Island. 2016, there was over 326 confirmed deaths. Our mother company, American Addiction Centers, just launched a national campaign to raise awareness for this.
Certainly these numbers are staggering. We want to see them go the other way. We want to prevent these types of things. We want to do all we can to help those in need. And, you know, we're seeing an increase in those numbers. Do we really know where that's stemming from, what the real cause is? Or
yeah,
is
more
it
than
still
50% of the deaths has been caused by this drug called fentanyl. It's a very strong, very powerful opioid.
So are the drugs themselves becoming more potent? Because we've heard of some of these before. You kind of wonder, okay, heretofore, was it as strong as it is currently?
Yeah, much of the opioid deaths that are being reported are from fentanyl. Fentanyl is a very powerful opioid, and it's been involved in more than 50% of the cases.
Right. And when we see things like this happening, I think those of us out there, we all know somebody in our lives maybe that's been afflicted, been affected somehow. The key is people need to know that there's help available, right?
There's help available. There's a lot of options for people with addiction issues. Treatment is accessible in Rhode Island, in Massachusetts, in Connecticut. Also, what's very important to mention is there's a medication that can reduce the effects of an overdose called naloxone. Right. It's very easy to get naloxone at a pharmacy now, so it's important for families to know this.
And it really is amazing, too. I was reading earlier this morning, we're going to have a link to this particular story at roadshow.com. Yep. There are some really amazing stories of people who have overcome this, that other people out there can really sort of relate to, and maybe it will resonate with them. When you see these stories, when you're able to share them and spotlight them, that's really what this is all about, isn't it?
Exactly. You know, you'll see when you look at the link, there's a lot of folks who have come through recovery, who have recovered after an overdose, or maybe, you know, almost had a near-death experience. So it's a very powerful story, and, you know, what we want to do is just spread the word that recovery is possible.
It is possible to walk through that fire and come out on the other side. Peter, great stuff as always.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very important information. If you guys would like to contact Clinical Services of Rhode Island to learn more, or to learn more about those compelling stories, roadshow.com will have a link to their website.